Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and Beautiful's Tom is dead, and given that we saw someone wearing black leather gloves put a substance into his ice blue hydrating drink confidentially at Il Giardino, the toxicology report is bound to protest off a murder riddle. None of this is good news for the eatery's occupant felonious psycho, who's bound to be the one to take the blame. Sheila has been keeping her nose clean on the outside away from some writing of Finn's consanguineous mama, Lee, then and there, but that's not going to save her from being fingered in Tom's death. When the Bobbies come looking for someone with access to Tom's drink, as well as a motive, they're not going to have to look too far as the notorious Sheila Carter works and lives right there. Given her partiality for futurity people who get in her way or get on her bad side, they rebound to put her name at the top of the suspect list, and when they start digging, they find further than enough to poke the bond on her. As Bold and Beautiful observers will recall, Tom had been looking into Sheila's history in the days leading up to his death, and he didn't like what he saw. He expressed his concern out loud, to Deacon, further than formerly. The apparently reformed Sheila eavesdropped, of course, and latterly brazened the busboy. Fortunately for Tom, he'd enough road brainpower to assure the madwoman that he wanted no trouble and was happy to keep his enterprises to himself and work alongside her in peace. Luckily for him, this sounded to mollify her, and she appeared to be wholeheartedly back on Team Tom by the time of his death. We've seen Sheila, constantly, when she's in killer mode, and this wasn't it. Also, as a former nanny, Sheila performed CPR on the dying man, which is another indication that she isn't the person responsible. Had she been the malefactor who cured his drink, she'd have been doubtful to try and revive him. No, she'd have been beaming that evil gotcha smile of hers, whilst lurking in a corner, nearly watching it all go down. Unfortunately for Sheila, once the police check Tom's phone and find out he'd been looking into her history, and question the eatery staff, it's going to be curtains for Deacon's woman. Whose statement will seal the deal? Well, that's the twist. Cleric was the bone. Who Tom spoke to about Sheila's felonious history, so if the police question him, he's going to have to confirm this or lie. Presuming he's forced to admit that Tom had enterprises about his woman and her history, the restaurateur will find himself in the unenviable position of having headed his woman's motive for the authorities. Given that all signs point to Lee being Tom's killer, having her nemesis arrested for the crime is the perfect, kill two catcalls with one gravestone script. Maybe it was indeed part of her plan. Having the madwoman's veritably own hubby seal the deal, icing on the cutlet. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Sheila Sharp may find herself in familiar home if she gets hauled off in bind. It clearly wouldn't be Sheila's first rodeo when it comes to getting arrested. Still, there could be one noteworthy difference this time around. Sheila is typically arrested for crimes she's actually committed, but she might find herself wrongfully indicted in this case. B&B set the stage for Sheila to fall under dubitation by having her hang Tom Star lately. Plus, Sheila has a felonious history, so she's presumably going to be the Bobbies' top suspect anyway. Indeed, Deacon Sharp may start to wonder if Sheila could be responsible. That's especially true if substantiation shells that points in Sheila's direction, and it presumably will. The real malefactor could fluently try to jut all this on Sheila by planting the gloves and the bane nearly only Sheila had access to. It's indeed possible that someone other than shamefaced party will get involved then. For illustration, Justin Barber might sweat the cutlet will get refocused at him due to an old feud with Tom that's yet to be revealed. Indeed, if Justin is to condemn, he'd have a motive to make Sheila look reproachable. Also again, perhaps Jack Finnegan could sweat that Lee Finnegan is behind Tom's demise and frame Sheila to cover the woman he still loves. Whatever the case, there are good reasons to suppose Sheila is going to land on the hot seat for a crime she's not responsible for at each. Sheila was happily enjoying the music and eventually did casket condensing on Tom as she worked to save him. It's tough to believe Sheila was conniving anything since she was striking and fuming like she'd generally be doing in a situation like this. Our B&B prognostications allude that Sheila is innocent for formerly, but she may land back behind bars anyway, at least until the whole verity comes out. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila could have some rough days ahead of her, so stick with us for updates on all the news related to the disquisition. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Sheila Carter has a new relative in city. She's learned a lot of new effects about Deacon Sharp's colleague and chum Tom Starr. Indeed, if she overhears most of the discussion at Il Giardino, she still has no idea that Tom could be her relative. Keep on reading to learn further. Family ties get further complicated. Blood cousins come with complications. Family ties are going to get messy on the day cleaner. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Sheila might formerly have a new relative in city. This enterprise came up on the SoapCentral.com communication boards after Penelope Poppy Nozawa's hassle with Tom. A murder riddle is on its way to the cleaner. It'll involve Dr. Lee Finnegan and her son Dr. John Finnegan. The riddle might involve Tom's murder. It could be a whodunit involving Sheila and Poppy. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Sheila is watching Tom nearly. She doesn't trust him after she learns that he Googled her at the public library. Meanwhile, Poppy doesn't trust Tom's intentions. She fears he could expose that he's Luna's natural father, not Bill Spencer, as preliminarily assumed. So, what does that mean about the results of the maternity test? Did Poppy find a way to tamper with it? Or, does that mean that Tom is related to Bill Spencer ever? The blood ties continue to get messy and complicated on the show. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers teased Tom's fate. He might not last long on the show, indeed, if he has an intriguing backstory. There's enterprise that he could get boggled. Poppy might kill him for keeping the verity a secret. Sheila will get framed, indeed though she's innocent. B&B observers joked that Detective Deacon will be on the case. He'll find out that the killer was Poppy, not Sheila. He still believes Sheila has changed. Also, Tom has spent time at the Spencer estate. There will be plenitude of suggestions leading back to Poppy. Most suckers don't want to see Tom die. They want to see Luna learn the fate of her natural father. It could turn Poppy's relationship with Bill upside down. What will Sheila suppose if she finds out Tom is her relative? He's part of the Finnegan family. He's affiliated to Finn and Sheila. Will she eventually come around to him? Could she be the one to save him? The murder riddle could give the cleaner the shakeup it needs. What are your studies? Do you suppose Tom will get boggled? Sound off below in the comment section. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers discover that Annika Noel is discovering deets about her lovelorn character Hope Logan. Keep reading to learn what Hope will be over to in the coming days and weeks. Alluded wouldn't be stitching or crochet. Annika Noel on Hope Logan. Hope Logan has had a tumultuous career and suckers are induced. She's ready to follow in her mama Brooke Logan's bemired stilettos as SOTV. In 2023, she left her hubby Liam Spencer for Thomas Forrester. Principally she groaned a lot as they got it on all over FC during work hours. But, she wasn't ready to marry him, having gotten the milk and seeing no need to buy the cow. So to speak. Doubly she rejected Thomas' marriage offer, so he left for FC's Paris office where he got veritably intimate with Paris. Hope also turned her eyes to Finn Finnegan, the hubby of her frenemy, Steffi Forrester. Thomas came back to LA this week, but he wasn't alone. He's put a diamond ring on Paris Buckingham's cutlet and she was eager to flash it in everyone's face. Hope Logan looked like she demanded a shot of Pepto-Bismol. Annika Noel talked with Daytime Confidential at the 51st Annual Daytime Emmy Awards forum and participated about what's coming for Hope's character.